Brought to you by Xander Insurance. Compare rates from top term life insurance companies in seconds at Xander.com.
Hi there. So I just got a pretty significant raise at my job, and I was made aware that a dream car I've always wanted to buy is getting discontinued this year. And I was just curious if it makes financial sense for me to buy the car or chuck it all into savings like I've been doing.
Wow. I hope it's a truck. George is going to be a big fan of that.
What are they discontinuing these days?
It's a Golf GTI, Volkswagen Golf, but they're stopping making it in a manual transmission. And
pull one up, George. Is that
I
it?
love Volkswagen.
Yeah, you've seen them.
Give me an image.
Is it like the hatchback?
Funny. I thought I was the only one that actually knew what it was.
Oh.
Yeah,
I know
there's
Rachel doesn't.
sporty
Oh,
hatchbacks.
Look at that. Very European.
Is it like souped up? What's this thing going to cost you?
It'll be right in the neighborhood of probably after taxes and title and fees and everything, probably about $35,000 to $36,000.
All right. How much do you make a year, Nathaniel?
I make about $125,000 a year.
What kind of debt do you have?
I have no debt. I rent and I own my car outright, and I have about $15,000 in savings.
Amazing.
What is your car worth that you own outright?
Probably $13,000 to $15,000.
Okay, so half
you
of it.
basically have almost all this ready to go.
Yeah, I would be getting a loan. I want to buy a house here pretty soon, and so I'd be getting a loan on the car to build my credit. I'm 18, so my credit score
We were
is,
doing so well, Nathaniel.
Now George is breaking out in a rash.
Oh, man. George, breathe. Just have another deep breath,
All right.
George. Just
Explain
calm
to
down.
him. Explain to him why he doesn't need.
Just meditate on the
It's fine.
present. Where
Are you new
are.
to the show, Nathaniel? That helps me understand where you're coming from.
I've been listening to the show for a couple of years. That's why I'm actually calling in. Is just because I can completely easily afford this car. I'd be looking to probably pay it off in about 4 months.
You can't easily afford the car if you have to go into debt for it.
I only recommend term life insurance because it's simple, affordable coverage. And you should get it only from Xander Insurance because they work for you, not the insurance companies. Xander compares all the top term plans to save you money so you don't get ripped off with insurance that they market like a so-called investment. Term from Xander is the only life insurance I would get from my family. It's all I've ever bought and all I've ever recommended. Go to Xander.com or call 800-356-4282.
You can't easily afford the car if you have to go into debt for it.
That is true.
Oops.
I would just it's something that I'm looking at as I've had a lifelong dream of this.
Dude, you've been alive for 4 days. What do you mean lifelong?
George.
How old are you?
George,
I am 18 and
I'm just saying.
I've
give
only-
him the credit of who he is.
Well, his life is a lot shorter than ours, but yes, it's
You
been
know what? If you were
lifelong.
68 and you're like, this has been my lifelong dream, I'd be like, okay. 18, you haven't been able to drive.
Well, while we're piling on, if I might,
All right.
can I be the dad in this? Because Nathaniel,
I was
I'm
just
old
so
enough to
proud
be
of
your dad.
Nathaniel.
I would get a different dream. I don't think this car is worthy of a dream. And at this stage,
You
I
thought
don't-
I was bad.
No. There's a guy. The guy in the audience is with me. Old guy's bald. He's gray. He gets it. He gets it. Thank you, old
Okay.
dudes. Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
listen.
All right, Rachel's
Give
good cop.
Nathaniel a break.
No,
Okay.
it's too much money at this
It
stage
is.
of
Well,
his
Nathaniel,
life.
you don't have the cash for it. You have $15,000. We consider that your fully funded emergency fund. So I would not take money out of that to buy a brand new car. We say not to buy a brand new car unless you have $1 million net worth, which you do not have. So I would look at a used Golf GT and
GTI.
and figure out how to cash flow a used version, which would be probably what, maybe 25,000. So you'd only need to save up 10,000 more for that. Would you agree, Nathaniel?
Yeah, I mean that would work.
Yeah.
It's
So
not the newer generation of it, the 8th generation here, is pretty rare in the manual. So it's relatively hard to find examples of the one that I would want used, which is the only reason I was looking at new. But yeah, this what you're saying is what I feel myself.
yes, yeah, you can't
I
afford
do-
it. You can't do it, Nathaniel.
I do make quite a bit, but I also I hate ever spending money on anything. So
This car is going to be around in 2 or 3 years. Someone's going to get rid of it. It's not a
Yeah, I
dream for
understand
somebody
that.
else.
And it's not going to be more. It's not like a vintage vehicle that's going to be,
Yeah.
oh, these are $50,000 now to get one.
Yeah, so I think too, just listening to kind of what you've been saying, Nathaniel, and if you can take this advice from a bunch of old people who, to George's point, have been
I'm
married
sorry.
double the life of you, is that whenever you pin yourself in a corner and you're like, this is the only option. That's true with a job. That's true
right.
with the house. It's true with the car, where it's like, this is it. This is it. If I don't get this, it's done. If I don't get this, it's done. And that's just not true. And you make really bad decisions. We have people call the show, Nathaniel, for houses. Like, we found the dream house and this is it. And we have to do it, but it's half of our annual income, for the mortgage every month. And we're like, okay, it's not it. You pin yourself in a corner with that. So I love the dream.
I do too. And can I also
And
say I love that he wants to buy a manual transmission car at 18?
Yeah.
Keep
That's
the
a
dream
big
alive.
deal.
That's great. So keep the dream alive, Nathaniel. You need to buy a used one here in probably 3 years when someone's selling it, and you need to pay cash for it. So those were our two no-goes. No brand new car for Nathaniel because you're not a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, do they have like a 2021 model,
No, but
Nathaniel?
They do. It's the. I'm a little particular. It's just the one specific model that I'm looking at. They don't make too many of.
What
So
years
they
did they make
it,
them?
The last one. It's just 2024 is the one that has the
What you
option
like.
and everything
Okay.
that I want.
Okay.
Yeah, so I bet.
mean, it's basically what it is I've had a lot of Volkswagens in my life. I used to have my own business repairing them, and I've
Any
always liked the
classics?
performance models. And this is, I currently have, I don't consider it an asset because I'm never ever going to sell it, but I have a 1976 Volkswagen Scirocco that
Yeah.
I've completely restored, and it's perfect and immaculate.
Nathan, I have a 1972 convertible Carmen Ghia that I'm restoring right now. So
That is wonderful. I
It's
had a couple
fabulous.
Carmen Ghias, and they're beautiful, wonderful cars.
gorgeous cars, if I do say so myself.
Love it.
Wow.
Can I ask what you do, Nathaniel? Because 18 years old making 125 grand is not normal.
That's true.
No, so I do technical support and cybersecurity for the banking industry. So I work on ATMs and servers and networking for banks.
That's
great.
Did you go to any kind of school for this? How'd you learn?
I have a general associate's degree. That's just, I can't remember what the specific degree is. It's just whatever they had at the community college I went to. But no, I have
Amazing.
some certifications. And
How long you
job
been
training.
doing this?
About a year. I'm about to turn 19 here, and I got the job shortly after I turned 18.
This is the American dream right here.
I think he's part of the Doge. I think he's one of the guys out
I
there.
was going to say, you were a little sassy with him. He might be hacking your accounts as we
Oh,
speak.
boy.
The way you talk to him out of the gates.
I'm never going to financially recover from
I'd
this.
be a little nervous. I feel like a couple clicks and a move of a mouse, and you're
Nathaniel
in big
is
trouble.
actually in your bank account as we speak.
George is wiped out.
I'm actually nervous now.
Yeah.
Well, here's the good news, Nathaniel. You have an incredible income, an incredible future. I just want to change your language from I can afford meaning a payment to I can afford meaning in full in cash. And with your income, you're going to be able to save up 50 grand a year if you keep on living less than you make.
Yeah, I don't. I shop at Goodwill for food or for clothes. My
And you
work
don't need to
pays
do
for
that.
Most food.
Don't do
Yeah,
that.
I'd like to see you step your game up in that
Enjoy
area.
your life a little bit for sure. So yes,
Well,
enjoy.
the thing is, I don't enjoy. A lot of my friends enjoy going out and getting new clothes and getting other things, and that's not really what I enjoy. I like seeing the money I have in savings continue to go up. The reason that I don't have nearly as much in savings right now as I used to is because I used to flip cars as a side hustle when I was younger, and I would put them in my parents' name. And recently, my parents and I had a disagreement around my 18th birthday, where they decided that they didn't enjoy interacting with me anymore, and they refused to give me possession of the cars that I had.
Oh,
Wow. So you kind
I
of
had
lost a lot of
couple
your net
vintage
worth right there.
Mercedes, and yeah,
Oh, I'm
that was
sorry.
not
That's heartbreaking.
ideal.
That's a tough
sorry,
lesson
Nathaniel.
in a broken relationship. Whew. Well, I'm proud of you. You're doing
I pray
great.
for that to mend over everything for the rest.
Yes.
We have a long life to live, and I hope that changes course. So I'm sorry about that.
Thanks for the call, Nathaniel. We're rooting for you, man.
If anyone depends on your income, you need affordable term life. Never cash value insurance. Visit Xander.com today for quotes.